Going live. Okay. Note to self, you can't unplug a microphone in the middle of the live stream. So I'll wait till some of you guys come back in here. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to make this live stream better, so I'll make notes and know like what works and what doesn't work. So I think when I unplugged this microphone, because you guys said you were hearing static, I think that turned the stream off somehow. Okay. All right, awesome. Sounds great now. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, because this microphone was supposed to make me sound even better. It was supposed to be like fancy. Hey, okay, awesome. So I apologize. I'll work out the kinks, and when I keep up this live stream thing, I'll do better and better each time. I'm glad to see the scorpion didn't kill you. I'm so happy the scorpion didn't kill me too. I hate scorpions. Yes. Scorpions are awful. So, any other moms out there, what do you guys recommend that, I love you too. What do you guys recommend for potty training? Just it happens when it happens, or like, what do you think? Hold her over the portable potty. Over on top of my lap? What? I never thought of that. Like, hold Iris on my lap? That sounds like she might pee on me. It happens when they happens. Just give them a treat when they do it. Yeah, I used to give her stickers every time after, and because I think that's what my mom did for me when I was a kid. And you put the stickers on the back of the potty each time you go potty, and I don't know, she just kind of reverted. Now she's not interested, Sometimes she will go potty. She'll say, I have to go potty, and then she'll go to the bathroom and she'll go, and it's great. And then other times, she's watching her TV and you'll be like, Iris, do you have to go potty? And she's like, no, I've made my choice. Like, the show's just too good. So, Iris, actually, she isn't with me right now. I'm so sorry, Janaya. Otherwise, I would let you. So, yeah, this series that I'm going to be doing on this channel, it's supposed to be more of like a bedtime talk for moms. And we can let it evolve and see, how the show goes and what you guys like and versus what you guys don't like. I said your name right. All right. Yeah. And like originally this series was supposed to be like, like late after kids go to bed, but I realized that doesn't work for everybody. So we'll let it evolve. Don't let her watch TV until she's trained. Maybe that'll force her to it. We'll be like, no more octonauts until you learn to use the potty. Am I going to have another baby? That's a good question. Like, I don't think like soon. Maybe eventually, because I think about Iris having a sibling, having a built-in best friend. But then sometimes it feels right, just like us together. And I don't know. I haven't been in a super rush because my labor or my delivery was so hard. And my recovery was so hard, so I haven't like been jumping into it. But I feel I have that like, it would be worth it. Like, I'm not in a rush to do it, but I'm not like selfish. So if I was pregnant, I'll be like, yeah, I'll take whatever comes my way, any pain. But I think we need to, we need to get like our life on track for the way that it is first. We moved back to Minnesota right now, and we're gonna buy a house in the fall, and we're not homeowners right now. When I was potty trained, my mom stayed in the house for almost 3 days. I wouldn't wear diapers or bottoms. Yeah, see, when Iris is, when she's outside like that, we leave the bottoms off her and she pees in the yard. I think like, yeah, it has to, we've just been so busy, it's been really hard. It's like, it comes down to, making time for it, and that's all I'm going to be doing. Once you peed at a wedding when you were 2, did you pee on the bride? Ruin that $5,000 wedding dress? Well done, Jenny. So when my mom was on a date when I was like 7 years old after she divorced my dad, the guy she was on a date with was kind of like being like a little bit of a jerk. He was being condescending, and I bumped my glass of water, and he goes, "Geez, why don't you just tip over the table?" So I did. In the middle of a fancy Italian restaurant. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you want to play that game, old man?" Woof. My mom said she was like, I was so embarrassed. Oh my gosh. When you were 2, oh, your comment went away. I'm so sorry. How's the basement refurb? Gosh, it's taking so long to do it. It's a matter of time. So we have some other stuff going on in our life right now, which is also why there aren't, the vlogs aren't the same. I love you too. Yeah, so I'm working on it. It's coming along pretty good. I have some more clothes that I need to put on hangers and put away, but I think once I buckle down, I'll be able to do it. My sister is 6 years old. Growing up has its ups and downs. Yeah, it does. Did you find any other old stuff from your childhood? Yeah. I found like a lot of stuff that I made, like some art projects, and I found another school project. I haven't read it yet. It was called like an immigration story. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video about that on this channel too. I'm in your top 5 YouTubers. Can I be the number 1 out of 5? Go on, right here. You and me, we have a connection right now. I need to be at that number 1. You had to raise your baby sister in year 12. Oh, wow. Did you, so are your parents, or I'm sorry, so you're, like, you have a big age gap with your siblings. Like I do too. I'm 7 years older than my sister and 13 years older than my little brother. Number 1. All right, Nicole. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me right now. Your sis is 1. Yeah. I'm so happy that you're a good big sister. That's really nice of you. Pets are good. Gizmo's out, actually. Come here, Giz. Squizzers. Come here. You wanna... She's like sitting on this chair by me right now. She doesn't really like to be held, so if you see her flipping out, that's why. She's like, get off of me. But they've been like really lovey-dovey and coming out. Simon's been cuddling with me a lot the past couple nights. Do you and your sister get along? I'm not living with my sister. My sister isn't living here. My sister lives up in Minneapolis. So she's in college and she got an apartment for the summer, and she's working up in Minneapolis. She's working she's helping, like, doing something like an internship helping refugees. And I've only hung out with her like twice since I've been back. TAC, we like Minnesota a lot. We're really happy. Being in this transition period, that's hard, because, you know, we don't have our own place, so that's a little tough, but we have, you know, like, we have a lot more to do here, actually. You know, like, when you think of LA, it's like, oh, hustle and bustle of the city, like, Minnesota must be boring, but we're doing so much more out here than we were in LA, and yeah, we just love it. Which pet is the oldest? Aphrodite is the oldest, actually. I got Aphrodite like when I first started high school. Hi, thank you so much. Your cat is sniffing your toe. How's my dad? He cracks you up. Yeah, my dad's a character for sure. It takes like a little while, you know, to just like understand like his personality. Like he's such a sweetheart. I remember when I first started putting him in my vlogs, people would be like, oh, your dad's mean. He seems mean. I'm like, no, he's just a retired Army colonel. He's really nice. It's just how he talks. My dad got recognized at the gas station by a viewer, and he loved it. My dad's only been recognized once, but someone came up to him at the gas station, and they were like, "Excuse me, are you Nikki's dad?" And he's like, "Why, yes, I am." She's like, "Oh, I've seen you on YouTube," and I think he felt famous or something. I need to make time to go and see my dad. What time is it for you? It's 6 something. I went live at like 6:05. Is John still a chicken around snakes? Yes. He hates snakes. I want to catch one out in Minnesota and scare him. What's up, Jessica? Oh, really? Wow, that's late. You need some relationship advice, Matt. Okay. Well, like in what regards? I mean, you always have to keep your relationship fresh and fun. I recommend, even if you've been together for a long time, make time for dates and trying new things and having fun together, like cute little date ideas, like go on a paddle boat ride on the lake. Like new experiences are so important. I have no idea what someone just wrote. Is John at the cabin? No, he's just at his mom's house right now. I'm going to meet up with him in a little bit. Buy snake tequila. Oh my gosh, he probably would freak out. He'd be like, ew, I put a snake in my mouth. Snake juices. Don't be sad, Matt. Be happy. Change the way you're thinking. Focus on the positives, not the negatives. We all have negative things in our life, and sometimes it's just the little things you need to focus on too. You might be sad that like you don't have the job that you wanted, or you don't have a house that you wanted. But you need to remember, like, geez, I still have a house. I'm thankful for the house that I do have. I'm thankful I have food to eat, clean water to drink. Steven, I did not go to VidCon this year because we moved. So it was like right in the middle of our move. Me and my husband stay in a lot. What advice do you have for that? Well, make staying in fun. Like, you don't have to spend money to have a date. Like, play a game together, Even quality time watching movies, a new movie together. Like, I love my movie nights too. I think that can be a lot of fun. Cook each other dinner and just have like an at-home date. You live 7 hours. You're in Minnesota. Woo woo. Sure, Barbara. My cousin's name is Barbara. How do you date again? Well, you have to know like what you're looking for in a relationship. And I would say just put yourself out there and talk to people. It just starts with a conversation, right? Was John my first boyfriend? He was so I dated, but I didn't really have like a serious relationship with anybody, or, not really that title. And John, was like my first like official boyfriend. And I'm a very loyal person, and like we're happy and we love each other, and yeah. I should do a reaction video. Oh my gosh, I just watched the Game of Thrones earlier today, or half of the newest episode. I didn't see the end yet. What names did I have for my babies? You mean like what other names was I thinking for Iris? I liked the name Violet. I like Imogen. There's a few. Do you have any Halloween I'm sure we will pull some Halloween pranks. You've never seen Game of Thrones, Dougie? It's pretty good. I mean, it was out for like 3 years already before John and I got into it, and it's a good show. Is it worth crying over someone that doesn't love you? The last part of that comment broke up, but I think it's okay to be sad, you know? Like, it hurts when your feelings aren't reciprocated, but, you know, I say be sad for a little bit, acknowledge that, but also know there's, you know, other fish in the sea. There's so many people out there, and there's someone out there who's right for you, you know? It doesn't always work out. I've been sad over, you know, I've had a crush on a guy before and he just wasn't that into me. And like, yeah, it happens. And now I'm happy. I love my life. I'm with John. I have a beautiful daughter. Yeah. Are you going to LA anytime soon? I have to go. Who's here? Oh, my mom is pulling into the driveway. I have to go to LA in November. It should be November, although it might change. I filmed a movie, and I have a movie premiere out there. Walk in with a pie. Nicole, did you see my snake prank that I pulled just like a month or two ago? That was like a really good one. I had the help of Jay from Prehistoric Pets. Who is here? Do I like scary movies? Scream? I love your mom. When my mom walks in, I'm gonna ambush her with the live stream and be like, Mom, get over here. Give me some potty training advice. Do I ever want to go to Ireland? I want to go everywhere. I want to go all over the world. What was my first car? Ready for this? I loved this car. I had an Oldsmobile Bravada. And that's what I loved about it. I loved that name. I was like, oh yes, Nikki Baker drives a Bravada. So that kind of looks like it's kind of like a Blazer looking car. It was white, and I loved that car so much. I'm so sad because I moved to California when I right after high school, and I left the car at my mom's house, and nobody ever drove it or did anything with it, so it just got ruined. I think mice got in the engine and stuff, so I might have drove it out to California someday, but you can't just never start a car, especially in Minnesota when there's winters and stuff. I look the same as my most recent video. Was I wearing the shirt in it? I could have been. I mean, I haven't worn this shirt in a week, but no, I wasn't wearing the shirt. I was wearing this necklace, but it was a different shirt. I like this necklace. I've been wearing it almost every day. Hi, Mom.
Howdy.
Come over here.
Who are you talking to?
I'm live. It's live.
You're live.
I'm live. Did you bring me some bleach?
Do you
For
need
me?
bleach?
No.
You're live.
Right
Hello,
here.
everybody.
Hey, look, it's my mom, guys. Hey, Mom, how did you potty train me?
Well, I let you run without diapers.
Inside too.
Yes.
That's what people are saying, that just to
Well,
do it inside. Look, everyone's saying hi to you. Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
Look, she says you're a lovely woman.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure you're lovely yourself. You also sat on the potty chair a lot. I would put the potty chair in front of the TV.
Just to hang out.
Yeah.
It seems like a fun time. Here, you're not in the shot. There we go. We turned it a little.
Yeah. Well, if they only saw you
I know.
stand, this is
I was
so
just going to
funny.
talk about my innovative tripod for my live stream is a candle holder. So it's a beautiful crystal candle holder, and it has little prongs that come up. So I just stuck my phone in there, right in front of where the candle would go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
So I just like watch TV sitting on the pot. We could do that though. We could put the potty chair in front of the TV. Not that Iris watches TV in an excessive amount, but
Well, Iris, really, it's potty trained. It just takes time now. She knows when she has to go to the bathroom.
but she'll still go in her diaper.
Well, right, because she's not used to always going, but she's really ripe.
Ripe for the training.
Yes.
I told her that when she only goes potty on the potty and she doesn't have diapers anymore, then she can get a big girl bed and sleep with the animals, because she really wants to sleep with like Simon and Lola. She's excited for that, but it hasn't motivated her enough.
Well, it takes time, and you guys are often gone from one place to another. What?
Oh, I was just acknowledging Jenny A. She had a question for you, and I said I'll ask that after you're done with your question. It just takes time.
Well, paying attention to when she has to go, and you are there and you put her on the pod or remind her to go. And you have a busy schedule, so you guys are often on the go.
And that's what I was thinking, that's been so hard lately. And now, especially, it's been like extra busy. And and with moving, that it hasn't been a great time to like just focus on potty training. And sometimes that makes me feel bad, like as a mom too. It's like, man, like I wish I could, devote more time to this for you. Is this like, my fault? Or, I mean, I know everybody has to deal with the hands that they're dealt with and take care of that. Yeah. And she's not going to be 12 and not potty trained. No. Like she'll get it.
She's almost there. But parenting requires time. When I want to install good habits into my children, I often feel that my work interferes with really raising my children or teaching them important skills, because all of that takes time.
You know what? Orientation is locked. Okay. I can't turn my phone sideways. It says orientation is locked, but maybe I need to start doing that next time.
And I'm sure many mothers who listen to you right now would agree with me. If we only had more time. Even teaching children how to clean takes so much time to instill those good habits in them. And when we go to work and then we run to the next activity.
Yeah, I feel like my day goes by, so quickly. Especially with a napping child too. It's like, geez, after you're done napping, we get out the door at like 3 or 4 o'clock. Your life revolves around the nap too until.
Yes, at this point, yes. And mothers who work part-time seem to be happiest. And I think I would be happy, and I would feel that that I taught my children more. I feel my children feel loved, which is important, but they don't always clean after themselves and those kind of things. That was important for me to instill in you guys.
Cleaning?
Good habits, yes. Discipline.
Okay. But we turn out all right in the end.
It looks like it. I have one more to go. I don't know how
Andre, don't drop the ball! He's probably just like gaming. Oh, he said what? Yeah, so if you're curious about my mom's background, my mom is a psychologist, and that's why she sounds so smart when she talks. Someone asked what was Jenny earlier. Jenny A.
Hi, Jenny A.
What was your favorite memory of me as a child?
Probably running after animals. So let me back up even to an earlier memory. I remember when we were living in northern Minnesota, Minneapolis, North Minneapolis, and we would go to the park every day, and you would just run after people. And at that time, I decided that she's gonna be an extrovert. but you loved people, and you were very outgoing,
Like Iris?
like Iris. And I dread thinking about negative experiences, because you had some negative experiences at St. Dominic's, and then you were more shy.
I did a story time about that actually, like bad experience at a Catholic school. It's on this channel. Yeah, I went to a school where they were very, very strict, and what my mom is saying, I do think that they squished out like a lot of my personality. Not just like, but like the kids there too. It was like everyone was very serious, and I was more of like a free spirit and like playful, and like I'd try to be silly, and people would be like, no, you can't, take things seriously, and yeah.
And those were not just teachers.
That's what I was saying.
Those were also peers.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that. Sorry, guys. So I remember later on you were hesitant. We went to a dance, and I encouraged you to go out or strike a conversation with a kid, and you didn't want to. Obviously, we all know that when we get burnt, we are afraid to touch the stove. And since you were disappointed and put down by, whoops,
Audrey,
background
we're
music.
live streaming here.
I was trying so hard.
Oh, Andre, why don't you tell them what you're gonna do? And what was Angie? Was it no Jenny, right?
Jenny. Yeah, Jenny.
Jenny A. I'm gonna get back to you, but Andre, why don't you? Andre is preparing for a project.
What project are you doing?
I got some chalkboard paint.
That's why I came home later. I went to Menards.
Chalkboard paint?
Yeah.
Are you painting your wall?
I'm gonna paint a wall in my room, so then for school, I'll have that to write down.
Nobody can see your head. He's so tall now. How tall? Well, you must be like 5'9" or 5'10" now, right?
I'm not sure, something along those.
Is he? You think you're only like a couple inches taller than me, right? Or like one.
Yeah.
Let's just
I
say
thought I was shorter, yeah.
Let's just say one.
You seem so comfortable hanging out here.
Live streaming?
Yeah.
I really
like a
like
party.
I really like live streaming a lot.
You do?
I do. Sometimes it's even more comfortable than vlogging. And you would think it would be the same because you're just talking to the camera, but now it's like when you live stream, it's like a conversation too, because you can answer people, and it just like it flows a lot better, I think, versus like just talking to yourself sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk more about my favorite memories
Okay.
with you. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to express it. And being a mother, sometimes it's great to have a child that acts
Do you want to say anything?
that acts like the mother, right? Like me, because that feels very.
I act like the mother?
No, they were. I'm just doing an introduction to what I want to say. That sometimes it's nice if somebody, if a child acts like the mother, because that feels very familiar. But my favorite memories with you are when you acted very different from me.
You're saying we have different personalities.
We do. In some ways. I mean, you are in touch with your feelings. You have a certain emotional intelligence. and in some ways, you're different from me. So the memories, let's get to the point, right? I'm getting there, are about Nikki being different from me and loving animals. Or I remember that you could run for hours in a lake trying to catch minnows. Since you were very little, yeah, probably like Iris, 2.5, 3, you loved fishing. And I had to learn. I would take you fishing. We would go to different resorts, and I would have to put the worms on the fishing rod. I was so proud of myself that I was able to do that. So when you were fishing, just your love for animals and for the outdoors. Later on, when we moved to Northfield, that love with animals and nature continued, and you met Nick, and then we lived close to a pond, and you would be running with Nick and trying to catch whatever a person can catch in the fields.
Nick was my childhood best friend. So it was like Nick and Nikki, we were neighbors. We met because we were neighbors, and we have the same birthday.
Nick and Nikki, yes. And so you guys would catch frogs and other things. You were always on the go. So you're talking about childhood. You were full of wonder and carefree. And this is what, we want in children, to be full of wonder for the natural world, for this planet.
Look at this, Jenny. You ask a question, you get like a very in-depth experience into Nikki.
I'm sorry if that was too much.
No, it's good. I think my viewers are enjoying it. Okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being in the vlogs. Like, I know it's not always for everybody. So I appreciate my family who's like, willing to jump in and help me. And so thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, and maybe we should tell them a story that was not so happy. Nikki and I went to Germany quite often as Nikki was growing up because my parents were alive, and we
I don't
went
know what you're about
at
to
least
say.
once a year. I'm about to say about the firecracker or exploding in your hand. So one time, what were you, 3 or 4? You were young.
No, I was like in school. I was like 4th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Time flies.
Right. Yeah, I think it was the time I was in 4th grade. I was like 8 or 9. How old are you in 4th grade?
I thought you were young. I remember the coat that you had on.
No, Mom. How would I get a lighter when I was 3 years old? What does that say about...
You didn't get a lighter.
The firecracker?
Right.
Yeah.
No. So, actually, this is a good... now we could get into a lecture about memories and how unreliable they are. The way I obviously
Here,
will,
we have to sit closer together.
we will have we have 2 different memories of that event. So the way there are fireworks here in the United States, in Europe, in Germany, there are fireworks.
So it's like
Around...
New Year's Eve is like the 4th of July in Germany.
She interrupts me.
I'm just, I
was
thought
about
it's
to
good
say
when,
that.
okay, like,
Okay,
I
all
just
right.
thought, like,
Okay,
the
we are
banter
gonna
is
weave.
good.
Okay, we are gonna weave.
Make it more exciting.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
So
Mom.
the way I remember it, we were staying at my mom's and Norbert's house, and I took you for a walk. See, I don't think you were 4th grade because I took you to a park for little kids. And in that park, you touched something on the ground, and you took it in your hand, and it exploded in your hand.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
And then I had to bring you to the hospital, and I remember that the doctor treated you for free in that German hospital. And, thankfully, it was not a big injury. Okay, now let's listen to
I
her
was
version.
much older. I was not 3. because I
I'm
remember.
not saying you were 3.
It was like the trip when I was like, I was older. I think it was 4th grade, because I remember the shirt. I bought this like button-up blouse that I was wearing, and I remember the shirt still smelled like fireworks for, a long time, the shirt that I was wearing when the accident happened. So it was like back after I was back in school, I could still smell the fireworks in the shirt. So, like we said, like New Year's Eve is like 4th of July in Germany. So there's like lots of fireworks. It's a huge celebration. I remember like we went to a graveyard. I think we were walking around like where your parents were buried, and I found a firework like intact on the ground, and it looked like a little dynamite stick. And so I picked the firework up, and we were back at your like Norbert's house, my uncle Norbert, and I wanted to light the firework, and I was playing with it. And so I got a lighter, and I lit the firework in his front yard. I was by myself or with matches or something, and it just goes like right away. And I went, because it seemed like it went out, and I'm like, is something wrong with it? And then boom, it explodes right in my hand. And I remember I was like screaming, and I run to the door, and the door's locked, and I'm like pounding on the door, and like I'm like, open it up, and I'm crying, and like Norbert comes out, and everyone's like, fire, or something. And I couldn't say it in German to the doctor, but yeah, I remember they did like cream and bandaged it up. Firework accidents are the worst, yes, but miraculously no scars. No scars. A firework blew up like directly in my hand, and I have no scars.
Did you know this story, Andre?
No, I didn't. It's news
Now
to me.
you know. Yeah.
My mom would yell at. They said, did your mom yell at you in German when you and your siblings were in trouble? My mom would yell at us in Silesian. She'd go, "Picie piętron stielo."
That sounds Russian.
But what is it? You said
I'm not gonna-
Silesian, right?
That is Silesian, but I'll never tell you that.
I know. You already told me what it means. It means may lightning strike you from above. You said.
Well, pietron is not lightning, though.
I remember you'd always yell at us like that. You'd go, "Picie piętron stielo, Nikki." So my mom, like, I told some of you guys this before, like, her heritage is a little complicated because she was born in Poland, and your family, your mother and father, were German. And then you moved back to Germany. So my mom speaks a lot of languages. Actually, someone said, "Wie geht's dir?"
Wie geht's mir? Danke, sehr gut. Und Ihnen? Ich habe keine Brille, ich kann das nicht lesen.
It's, yeah. Someone was also from France. They said, "Can you speak French?"
Bonjour.
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois. Oui. Comment ça va?
I thought you knew a lot of French.
I forgot. J'ai oublié. But it's still, it is my project when I have more time.
Wait, what's merde? Merde's French, right? Isn't merde French?
It's shit in French.
Mom, you can't swear
I
on
can't?
YouTube. No. You're gonna get my ads blocked.
Pardon.
No, it's. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Okay. Anybody else Poland?
Do we have any?
Polski?
I do
Polski
have.
ktoś?
No, I don't know about this particular live stream, but I have had people comment on my vlogs that they're from Poland. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can swear on YouTube. Doug says we can.
Thanks for the permission. Let's let it, let's get it ripped. Let's let it rip.